The following is a live sports presentation on Glycon.
Glycon's coverage of UA Local 502 Louisville basketball game night starts now.
Good evening from Joe Rogers Court in Louisville, Kentucky. A battle of a couple of 28th District powers tonight. Big man on big man action. Old man Winter is knocking at the door outside, but inside could be a barn burner tonight. Joe Cox and David Henley here. And Coach, two outstanding teams, two outstanding big men figure to be at the center of this one.
Well, I hope our game is half as good as your introduction, because if it is, we got us a barn burner, man. You know, one thing about it, you don't really see two 6'11" kids going mano a mano in a high school basketball game. That's going to be interesting for I think for everybody to see it. But neither one is a one-man team. Ballard got a huge addition when Cole Edelin came back, and he's eligible. But it's a rival game. Eastern Ballard, the gym's going to be, it's going to be full. The popcorn's popping, the cheerleaders are hopping. I'm ready for some hoops.
Absolutely. It is a glorious night for it. Again, everybody, I think, looking forward to getting a good one here. Two teams that are no strangers to each other. Ballard going to come in 11-5 under Coach Greg Willis. Eastern 15-4 under Coach Jeff Morrow. Two teams certainly upwardly mobile, with postseason basketball not that far ahead. But before we go any farther tonight, got to talk about some players to watch. And with these two teams, we talked about the big guys, but I don't want to leave out the other main guy here we've got to watch. And for Ballard, that's Mr. Cole Edelin. He used to be at Mayo, then he was at Combine Academy in North Carolina. Now he's here at Ballard. Coach, you've seen Cole already, and you said you felt like he is doing a good job acclimating himself here at Ballard.
Yeah, a lot of times when you have a guy that comes in mid-season and he can score like Cole can, you kind of wonder if that's going to kind of mess with your chemistry a little bit. But talking to Coach Willis, he says he couldn't be happier with how the guys have kind of warmed up to him. But the best thing is Cole likes to pass, and everybody loves to play with a guy that likes to pass. So he's been a huge addition for the Bruins.
Yep, absolutely. And then, of course, the familiar face for the Eastern Eagles, senior Damian Young. He's a transfer himself in from Texas, 6'10", a commit to Northeastern up in Boston. But Mr. Young knows how to take care of business on the block and gets a good battle tonight against the big freshman Mason Grivna for Ballard. So that is the other dynamic to watch, but Young is a special player as well.
Yeah, he started out real. I think the first game of the year we had, they played South Orland. He had 33 points and 17 rebounds, something like that. But he's kept it up. He needs a little help. Ballard's got 4 guys in double figures, and Jaden Culver's averaging 9. So they basically got 5 guys scoring in double figures. Eastern's got 1. So where's the help going to come from? Trey Mack's a freshman. He stepped up. Bramer Thornsberry can score. Josh Brock can score. So Damian, as you said, he's a really, really good basketball player going to Northeastern. Just look for a heck of a battle with him and Mason Gribner.
And one point I do want to bring up, there had been rumor that Noah Bowl, the 7'1" transfer, would be eligible and thus in action tonight, but that, in fact, was just a rumor. Not so. He's not out here in warm-ups, not in uniform, not going to see him tonight. Hopefully we'll see him in action. A Twin Tower look for Eastern will certainly be pretty fun if that ever comes to fruition. But in the meanwhile, we're going to step aside, have a word from our sponsors, try to get you ready for tip-off. A few pregame thoughts from Ballard head coach Greg Willis on the other side of this break. Eastern and Ballard coming up tonight here on Glycon.
Folks, Mike Kennedy for HKC Roofing. HKC installs the most effective gutter guard on the market at half the cost of the national brands. We guarantee it. Call today for an additional 20% off.
UA Local 502 is powered by Louisville and Southern Indiana's best trained, most productive plumbers, pipe fitters, and HVAC service technicians. A proud community partner with over a century's worth of service, UA Local 502 members have the knowledge and experience for the project you want done, whether it's large or small. Visit lu502.com for information about the contractors who employ our members. UA Local 502. We do it right the first time. Only your locally owned Cub Cadet dealer has genuine parts, accessories, trained service technicians, and the widest selection of innovative Cub Cadet products. We're here for you whenever you need us, with expert service and support to keep your equipment running at peak performance for years to come. Visit your locally owned power equipment dealer. Anderson Sales and Service in Madison, Crestwood, and Louisville.
When you bundle home and auto, life can be easier. You choose coverage that makes sense for you, at a price that's right for you, and a local State Farm agent who's there for you.
Call State Farm agent Leslie Gilly in Oldham County today.
Red Ball is Southern Indiana's recycling choice because we can turn the scrap metal you bring into scrap money. Located in Jeff and Madison.
When you're buying or selling a new home and you want to do it with few hassles, count on Polo Real Estate Group. Founded and owned by 1993 Male High graduate Dion Reese, Polo Real Estate has over 2 decades of experience and offers skillful consultation and representation for your sale or purchase. Polo Real Estate Group, a realtor you can trust.
This edition of Coach's Comments is brought to you by Polo Real Estate Group, your one-stop real estate source. Founded by 1993 Male graduate Dion Reese. Contact him at 502-387-6330 or visit polorealestategroup.com.
Good evening. This is Coach Dave Henley. I'm here with Ballard coach Greg Willis. Coach, you got a district seed game tonight. You one of those guys that approaches them as, guys, this is important. We got to really stress this. Or do you just kind of let your guys know that it's a seed game, but we're not going to make this any more important than any other game? How do you approach it?
In our district, we got 3 teams that are probably top 25 in the state this year. And so I think there is some more importance on it with seeding going into the district tournament. And we talked about it. It won't be any more rah-rah or any more hyper excitement in the locker room than it would be for any other big game. Ballard Eastern usually brings energy alone in itself, regardless of a district seed, to go along with it. Our guys understand the ramifications that come with it. I think that they're ready to play, but we try to play against other quality teams and put ourselves in another big game. So hopefully they're prepared for a moment like that.
Yeah, going in, it's a kind of an interesting matchup, one you rarely see in high school. You got a 6'11 guy, they got a 6'11 guy. As a coach preparing for that, how do you change your preparation at all, or do you just kind of, this is what we do, it's what we're going to do, and we're not going to change anything that the Ballard Bruins do?
I've been really impressed with Eastern's big. He scores it well. He does a great job of establishing position. He seems physical in there. It'll be a good experience for Mason, a freshman going against a senior, and it'll be a good learning experience for him. We'll probably look to help on the post a little bit more than we would in other areas. But we want defensively. We've gotten a lot better defensively over the past few weeks, and so we'll kind of stick to what's made us successful.
Coach, you got 4 guys average double figures, and Jaden Culver is averaging 9. So you basically have 5 guys averaging double figures. Eastern, on the other hand, has Damian Young's averaging 17. Nobody else averaging double figures. That being said, who else concerns you for Eastern?
Trey Mack's been playing well. He does a good job slashing. I think that their guys are better shooters than how they've been shooting it so far this season. So their ability to play inside out could be a concern. Individually, I think it's more about us doing our job defensively. We're going to try to sit down in stance and try to contain their penetration. When you watch us at Butler, it was kind of a similar deal. Try to contain penetration, keep them on the perimeter, try to limit the interior play, and see how it goes.
Coach, one thing you talked to me about at the Butler game, one of your big areas of concern was rebounding. How's that gone? Have you shored that up a little bit? You still working on it?
Inconsistent. We rebounded really well against Oldham County the other night. Against St. X and the LIT, I think we gave up 18 offensive rebounds, and that was a deciding point in the game. So it's still an area where we need to improve. The guys are buying into it. They understand. We've watched a lot of film and cut a lot of clips of breakdowns, rebounding, and so they're getting a better feel for it. Just commitment to, rebounding's a mentality, and we got to get them aggressive going to block out.
Yeah, a lot of times it's how bad you want it. Of course, it helps if you're 6'11" because you're closer to the ball. Last thing, Coach, what the Bruins got to do to get out of here with a W tonight?
we didn't shoot it well. Our last game, we were 9 out of 41 from the three, and so we need to shoot a little bit better than that. I think it comes down to if we can battle on the interior, if we can try to limit their interior scoring and make them more perimeter-based, and if we can rebound the ball, I think that we got a good chance.
Coach, I appreciate it. Wish you the best of luck. For Glycod Sports, this is Dave Henley.
Buying or selling a new home, and you want to do it with few hassles? Count on Polo Real Estate Group. Founded and owned by 1993 Male High graduate Dion Reese, Polo Real Estate has over 2 decades of experience and offers skillful consultation and representation for your sale or purchase. Polo Real Estate Group, a realtor you can trust.
1965 male graduate and basketball star George Tensley knows the value of providing quality service, and that's what you get when you dine with Tensley Family Concessions. They provide travelers with many fine choices at Louisville Muhammad Ali International Airport. Whether it's Kentucky Fried Chicken, Chili's, or Starbucks, you know your travel experience will be a more comfortable and convenient one. Learn more about our company by visiting the website tfcfamily.com.
Go ahead, pour it on, as thick as you want to. Holy Smokes Barbecue and Catering, serving up the tastiest ribs, chicken, brisket, brown sugar sticky wings, mutton and ham, always served to you fresh and so good it'll make you say,
"Holy smokes!"
Holy Smokes Barbecue and Catering, 7508 Preston Highway.
Holy smokes!
Research has shown high school sports to be a great community influence. Join scores of local businesses that have partnered with Glycod in sponsoring live, hometown-oriented sports programming on our video and social media platforms. For more information, email info@glycod.com.
When it comes to medical imaging, you have a choice. Choose Priority Radiology in New Albany for convenient quality services like CT, MRI, X-ray, ultrasound, mammography, and more. A proud community supporter, Priority Radiology is devoted to making sure you're informed and comfortable every step of the way. Tell your doctor or provider that you choose Priority Radiology when outpatient imaging is needed. Visit PriorityRadiology.com, celebrating 20 years of serving our community of athletes. Priority Radiology. You have a choice.
Blind Direct, not just blinds. Blind Direct, not just blinds.
You're watching Louisville Basketball Game Night on Glycod.
Welcome back here on Glycod. Joe Cox and David Henley here at Eastern to bring you Ballard and Eastern in time for an Inside Look. Tonight's Inside Look is brought to you by Blinds Direct, proudly serving Louisville for over 30 years. Visit blindsdirect.com or call 502-266-0079 for the best in home decor. Coach, let's talk about the Ballard Bruins. What is your inside look at Ballard? What are you thinking about?
Probably first and foremost, they got to neutralize Damian Jung. If Damian has a big game, Eastern's going to have a chance to beat him. They got to rebound. That's been an area of concern for Coach Willis the entire year, and Ballard has to get in the lane. They do a very, very good job of getting the ball, driving it in the paint, drawing the defense, kicking out for a three. Ballard takes 30 three-point attempts per game. And a big part of that is when guys like Cole Edelin get into the paint, draw the defense, and you get open looks. Those are three things Ballard's got to do to win.
Absolutely, and obviously for the Eastern Eagles, it's a very different thing. You already alluded to your first point. Who is going to be that number 2 guy?
Obviously, Damian Jung is Batman. Who's going to be Robin tonight? Yep. Is he going to be Trey Mack? Is he going to be Christian Dukes? Is it going to be Kowalski? Who's it going to be? Because Damian Jung's not going to be able to do it all for him tonight. Ballard's too good. You got to have a get-back coach. You know how you do in football? You got to get them back off the sideline. Eastern's got to get back because when they score or turn it over or Ballard rebounds, they're coming. And it's not like you just get back to the paint. You got to get back to the paint, protect the basket, and you better find the three-point shooters because they shoot at any time. And also, they got to have good perimeter defense because, like we said, they're trying to get in the paint. Eastern's got to keep them out of paint. And counting basketball in the year 2026, that's the eternal struggle. We got to get in the paint. we got to keep you out of the paint. Who's going to win that battle tonight?
Got to be a little bit of everywhere. That's the story tonight. Before we go any further, I want to point out this broadcast tonight is authorized by Eastern High School. The production rights owned by Glycod. Our aim here at Glycod is to provide the most positive representation of all participating student athletes, coaches, and game personnel. Thank you for watching. Going to step aside for another sponsors break. On the other side of it, hear from Eastern Eagles coach Jeff Morrow as he sat down with Coach Henley. That's coming up next here on Glycod.
Not just blinds. Blind to rent, not just blinds.
UA Local 502 is powered by Louisville and Southern Indiana's best trained, most productive plumbers, pipe fitters, and HVAC service technicians. A proud community partner with over a century's worth of service, UA Local 502 members have the knowledge and experience for the project you want done, whether it's large or small. Visit lu502.com for information about the contractors who employ our members. UA Local 502. We do it right the first time.
1965 male graduate and basketball star George Tensley knows the value of providing quality service. And that's what you get when you dine with Tensley Family Concessions. They provide travelers with many fine choices at Louisville Muhammad Ali International Airport. Whether it's Kentucky Fried Chicken, Chili's, or Starbucks, you know your travel experience will be a more comfortable and convenient one. Learn more about our company by visiting the website tfcfamily.com.
Founded in 1910 in the Ohio Valley region, German American Bank has been raising the standards in banking and wealth management for over a century. Big enough to provide the conveniences of modern banking, yet small enough to care about the people and communities we serve. Because we believe that when a community thrives, its people prosper. We're lending more than money. We're lending a hand. German American Bank, building our community together.
New recruit, take advantage of our apprenticeship program. Come out of our 4-year course debt-free. With health insurance, a guaranteed pension, a degree, and an electrical license.
3 words I'd use to describe the apprenticeship are opportunity, skillful, educational, solid career path.
Rewarding, beneficial, and a brotherhood.
A life-changing opportunity.
The cost of school is free. All your books are paid for.
You go to school once every 2 weeks. All the other stuff is on-the-job training.
The teachers here are great. They're all very, very knowledgeable.
They're preparing you for what you're already seeing in the field.
If you're struggling with something at school, sometimes your fellow students can help you work through that.
Everyone's willing to help each other. It's like a big family.
I love being a part of a union, something bigger than myself.
This field is so vast. You can find something that you really love to do because there is so much you can do with it.
I went from a job to a life-changing career.
Power up your potential with the IBEW.
When you want the right agents for your real estate needs, choose the Van Treese team with True Blood Real Estate. Former University of Louisville basketball star Stephen Van Treese and his wife Laura Protenick Van Treese combine local knowledge, dedication, and results to help you buy or sell with confidence. Contact the Van Treese team at 502-468-1463. Because no other real estate team quite measures up when you experience the True Blood advantage.
This segment of tonight's game is brought to you by IBEW Local 369. Power up your potential. And the Van Treese team with True Blood Real Estate. Experience the True Blood advantage.
Once again, this is Coach Dave Henley. I'm here with Eastern Boys basketball head coach Jeff Morrow. Coach, it's been about a week since you've played. Kind of unusual during the middle of the season, not unprecedented, but what are your thoughts on that, having a week off, and what have you been doing for the last week?
Well, honestly, it's been a good thing, I think, for us in this particular season. Christmas tournaments and then the way things kind of just played out, we haven't had a lot of practice time. So we were able to have, of course, we couldn't practice Monday due to the holiday, but we were able to practice Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, have 3 back-to-back days of practice, which I think we really needed. So it's not ideal to have that long off, but I'm hopeful that a lot of times teams have those LIT hangovers. So hopefully by being off and kind of getting back in a routine, we've eliminated that.
Yeah, I agree. I mean, it's probably not a bad thing to have a lot of practice during the season. Second of all, you're getting ready to play Ballard, big game. Eastern Ballard games turn into quite a rivalry. They're going to have their students here. You're going to have yours. It's going to be a great atmosphere. In a game like that, do you try to get your guys to kind of temper the enthusiasm, so to speak, or do you just let them go, or how do you approach that for motivation?
I think, we've talked about being composed a little bit. I haven't spent a lot of time on it. I do think, so my first game as Eastern coach in this rivalry. So I think the difference is, the gym's probably going to be full. It's going to be louder than most games. So I think the communication will be an issue. We've talked about that a little bit, but I haven't dwelt on it. They're kids and they're teenagers, so they should enjoy it. But at the same time, they've got to be locked into what we're doing as well.
Yeah, you're going up against a pretty good team. Ballard added Cole Edelin, so that kind of gives them another addition to an already pretty good team. They got a 6'11" freshman that's pretty good, and they got 5 guys that basically average double figures. What does Ballard do that really concerns you?
Well, obviously, Cole and Woods are both guys that are shooting threes at a high clip, making a lot of them. There are several other guys on the team that can also shoot threes. I don't think they take as many as those 2 guys, but they're capable. They use their big guy for a lot of perimeter dribble handoffs. They set a lot of high ball screens, and those concepts seem simple, but when you're dealing with a big man and a lights out shooter, the 2 guys involved, it becomes, very tricky on how you make sure that you guard them correctly, because if you don't, you're going to give up a roll to the rim and a dunk or a wide open 3.
Yeah, those 2 guys are really good together. I watched them play Butler, and they're hard to handle. What do the Eastern Eagles have to do to win tonight?
Well, I think we've got to compete for 4 quarters. We haven't done that every night. Even when we've played well, we've had lapses. So I think we've got to be more consistent across the board the whole game. And then I think, I think we're going to see some zone. We haven't proven that we can attack zones consistently. Sometimes we're great, sometimes we're awful. And so we've got to be able to score the ball. We've got to guide and play inside to out. And if we can do those things, then I think we should be there at the end of the game.
Coach, sounds good. I think everybody's looking forward to this one. Wish you nothing but the best of luck, and I'm sure we'll talk again soon. For Glycott Sports, this is Dave Henley.
Red Ball Recycling is Southern Indiana's #1 recycling choice for a reason. We offer top dollar for all scrap metal. We can buy steel, copper, aluminum, brass, junk cars, and more. Call or stop by Red Ball Recycling and turn your scrap metal into scrap money. Located in Jeff and Madison.
Hi folks, Mike Kennedy for HKC Roofing. HKC installs the most effective gutter guard on the market at half the cost of the national brands. We guarantee it. Call today for an additional 20% off.
When you're buying or selling a new home and you want to do it with few hassles, count on Polo Real Estate Group. Founded and owned by 1993 Male High graduate Dion Reese, Polo Real Estate has over 2 decades of experience and offers skillful consultation and representation for your sale or purchase. Polo Real Estate Group, a realtor you can trust.
This is the mower that cut the lawn, that became the place their kids grew up. The legendary Exmark Laser Z is the zero-turn mower more landscape pros trust. For cut quality, comfort, and reliability. Exmark, official mowers of the backyard life. Visit your local dealer or explore the Exmark Laser Z online for special finance offers, available now.
When it comes to medical imaging, you have a choice. Choose Priority Radiology in New Albany for convenient quality services like CT, MRI, X-ray, ultrasound, mammography, and more. A proud community supporter, Priority Radiology is devoted to making sure you're informed and comfortable every step of the way. Tell your doctor or provider that you choose Priority Radiology when outpatient imaging is needed. Visit PriorityRadiology.com, celebrating 20 years of serving our community of athletes. Priority Radiology. You have a choice.
You cannot depend on Oliver's parallel parking.
Hey, you got it, man!
But you can always depend on his car starting because he has an Interstate battery. Interstate batteries, outrageously dependable.
Come by Interstate Batteries, 1510 Production Road, Jeffersonville.
You're watching Louisville Basketball Game Night on Glycod.
Welcome back here on Glycod, 28th District action. Tonight, it's a big one, Ballard and Eastern. And just wanted to follow up, Coach, on something you pointed out because it really does bear watching tonight. Ballard has 4 double-figure scorers and another player averaging 9.1. That's Jaden Culver. They don't even start all these guys. You got Quentin Woods coming off the bench, and he averages over 10 and about 6 boards a game. He's got the most threes on the team, and that's the kind of talent they have. They can bring him off the bench. Eastern, it's been a struggle to find points. Trey Mack's the number 2 guy, got him at 8.5 a game. But, yeah, I mean, we've talked about it already. One, somebody else is going to have to step up. But 2, defensively, Ballard presents a challenge with the way they can spread you out.
That's Ballard basketball. That's the way, I came here 14 years ago, and it was that way 14 years ago. When I was at Covington Homes 29 years ago, it was the same way. And Coach Willis does a great job getting his guys in and out of the game, rotations. It's going to be, that's one of the things with Ballard. You're the head Keelan Martin and Quentin Snyder, you knew who you had to stop.
Yeah.
Now, not so much, so that makes it double trouble. And Eastern's just, they got to find guys that can score besides Good evening, so it ought to be interesting.
Let's go ahead and take a look at tonight's starting lineups brought to you by Interstate Batteries. Get started with Interstate Batteries. They're outrageously dependable. For the Ballard Bruins, we alluded to it, a balanced look. Cole Edlin in the backcourt, scores over 16 a game, headed to Western Kentucky next year. His play will speak for itself. Jackson Hanners, only 2.2 a game, but a steady contributor in the backcourt. Jaden Culver, senior, scores about 9 a game. Barron Clay is the number 3 scorer here, 12.7 a game. He's a sophomore. And then the big freshman, Mason Grivna. He wears 23, 6'10", about 15 points, about 9 boards, shoots 70% from the floor. And that's a testimony to some unselfishness there.
Yeah, a lot of times it can be missed. Doesn't always tell the whole story. What do they say? Statistics or stories with the tears wiped away. A guy only shoots layups. He's going to shoot a high percentage. But still got to put it in the basket.
Absolutely. Eastern lines up this way. Damian Young, the big man in the middle. 18 a game, 10 boards a game. He's the one to watch. A lot of contributor parts around him. Trey Mack, freshman guard, 8.5 a game. Could be the guy to step up tonight. James Nikolowski scores a little over 6 a game. Christian Dukes comes in about 7 a game. Bramer Thornsberry about 6 a game. So a lot of options, just a matter of who is going to step up and become the man that they need to be number 2.
Yeah, that's a big ask for a freshman with Trey Mack, but I've been really impressed with him. He came in the first game of the year against South Odom. We talked about that, and he really stepped up, and he's doing a good job. You watch Trey shoot that jumper, and man, it don't look good. But it goes in, and that's really all that matters.
They needed to go in tonight. We're going to take one more quick break, and we will be right back here at Eastern, Ballard and Eastern, coming up on Glycod.
You cannot depend on Beth to choose the best meal to go.
Is that soup? No, thank you.
But you can always depend on her car starting because she has an Interstate battery, outrageously dependable.
Come by Interstate Batteries, 1510 Production Road, Jeffersonville.
UA Local 502 is powered by Louisville and Southern Indiana's best trained, most productive plumbers, pipe fitters, and HVAC service technicians. A proud community partner with over a century's worth of service, UA Local 502 members have the knowledge and experience for the project you want done, whether it's large or small. Visit lu502.com for information about the contractors who employ our members. UA Local 502. We do it right the first time. From Glycod, it's UA Local 502 Louisville Basketball Game Night. UA Local 502 and the Mechanical Contractors Association of Kentucky. We do it right the first time. Tonight's game is brought to you by Red Ball Recycling, turning your scrap metal into scrap money. HKC Roofing, better than guaranteed. Tinsley Family Concessions, commitment to quality. German American Bank, building our community since 1910. Polo Real Estate Group, a realtor you can trust. Anderson's Sales and Service, a top choice for homeowners and lawn professionals. And by Blinds Direct and State Farm Insurance agent Leslie Gilley. Now courtside for all the action from Glycod on UA Local 502 Louisville Basketball Game Night.
Hometown Eagles being introduced before this Ballard Eastern showdown. Fun scene tonight. The student section, they got their phones lit up. It's kind of like a Firefly convention down on one end, Coach.
These are the kind of games and this kind of atmosphere kind of makes you miss coaching basketball.
It's certainly, there we go, the smoke machine and everything. It's a fun atmosphere here at Eastern. Not the biggest gym, but it's just nice and cozy on a Friday night for a district showdown. And the sixth man, we can't forget them. We're talking about who's going to step up for Eastern. Somebody who's got to step up for Eastern is that student section down there.
No doubt.
They really need that.
No doubt. You know, one thing we haven't really talked about is, we kind of briefly mentioned it in the coaches' interviews, this is a seed game. So Eastern, Cal, and Ballard, they're all fighting for that number one seed. Because 2 and 3, more than likely going to be one of those three. And they're going to play each other in the first round. So it's going to be a dogfight for that number one seed.
Two big men gather in the middle. And we are underway with Eastern controlling the tap. Here's Mack on the attack. Circles back.
It looks like the Bruins are starting out man-to-man.
Now out high. Mack's going to set it up. There's big Damian Young. Now Dukes.
He got him on his back.
And nearly a turnover saved in. Nikolowski says, let's reset this.
Christian's got to be able to get Young the ball. He's got him on the block and got him on his back.
Eastern very patient. Wouldn't mind probably a lower scoring game tonight. Mack circles in, now leaves it out. Thornsberry puts it up, no. And a rebound is claimed by Hanners and the Bruins. And
that's
here they
all
come.
right. That Bramer going the basket, that's probably what Coach Morrow wants. Somebody being aggressive with the ball.
Eastern also in man defense. Darren Clay looks it over. Here's Edlin. Wanted to shoot, dished it off underneath, a layup for Mason Grivna.
The breakdown by Eastern. Jung had to step out on Culver and had to leave his man wide open. Coach Morrow's not going to be happy with that defensive possession.
Mack circles underneath and swings it out. Nikolovsky tries to feed the post, stolen away by Grivna. Here comes Edlin. Swing it around. Out high with Culver. Culver, foul line high. No. And rebound claimed by Nikolovsky. Reset it out high with Thornsberry. Thornsberry goes under and gets bumped and fouled.
The last possession by Eastern to try to get it in to Damian Jung. The pass was off a little bit. Jung tried to keep his position. You got to give up position to keep possession. You got to just sometimes give it up and go get the ball. You can't have those unforced turnovers like that.
Mack triggers in. Nikolovsky, long tray in the air, missed everything. And out of bounds will stay with Eastern. Good a time as any to mention our officials tonight. Eric Dixon, Ron Price, Chad Marling. Mack to trigger. Mack finds Dukes. Up with it, no. And a rebound claimed by Ballard. Here comes Clay. High screen. Clay to the hole. Blocked, but that's going to be a goaltend by Damian Young. No doubter. Can't take it off the glass like that.
Basket was good by Clay.
4-0 Ballard. Mack looks to counterattack. Nice cut underneath for Thornsberry. Goes up, puts it in.
Good backdoor cut. Against a team like Ballard that likes the pressure, you can get a backdoor every now and then.
Edlin, long one, got it.
You cannot go under a screen on Edlin. You have to get out there. He's got unlimited range.
Mack the other way, jumper, no. Edlin claims it. Edlin goes to the hole, dishes underneath, a nice block there. And it's going to be a jump ball, well played. I think it was Nikolovsky who was able to tie up Big Mason Grivna.
Didn't get the bucket, but that's a good job by Edlin. We talked about keeping him out of the paint. He drove the ball all the way down to the hoop. Can't let that happen. There's a screen and a rescreen.
7-2, shooter open on the inbound. No good for Culver, but tracked down by Clay. Edlin a long one. Yes. And a timeout. 10-2. Ballard all over it early. We'll take the break here on Glycod.
Jake from State Farm. I would like to formally extend my gratitude for the Russell rate on my insurance.
Do you mean surprisingly great rates from State Farm?
I don't believe in accepting help, but I'll make an exception.
Here's the deal, Russell. There's no special rate. These prices are for everyone.
Consider us square. I made that from memory. I know your face that well.
For surprisingly great rates and great service, call State Farm agent Mike Shelton in Louisville today.
Like a good neighbor, State Farm is there.
You're watching Louisville Basketball Game Night on Glycod.
Ten to 2, Ballard on the attack early. Cole Edlin a couple of long threes, and yeah, you put your finger on it, Coach. If they screen for him, you've got to fight over that screen.
Yeah, and the last bucket he got, he's open. He's got his feet squared, his shoulders squared. He's not going to miss many of those. He's too good a shooter. And, we talked about get back, but you got to find the shooters, not just protect the basket. Looks like Ballard going a little zone, going to switch it up. Coach Morrow said this was a concern of his, that they haven't attacked zones too well this year.
See what Trey Mack's got. Nikolovsky. They screen the zone, and Mack down off the baseline. Mack goes under, puts it in.
Basket by Mack!
Nice shot for Trey Mack.
Coach Willis wasn't too happy with that defense. Just because you're in a zone, you can't let people just drive to the basket.
Swings, open shooter, no for Baron Clay. Rebound the other way, Nikolovsky. He's been a busy man. He's bumped by Edlin, and he gets a cheap foul.
Number 1, Cole Edlin, his first. The team's second.
We got a sub in here for Ballard and one as well. Josh Brock is number 2. He's out there for Eastern. Got to feed it underneath, batted away and stolen. On the break, the big man to the rim with a throwdown, Mason Grivna.
Pretty impressive, 6'11" guy run the break like that and finish on the move.
Mack, jumper in the air, no. Rebound Grivna. And taken away from Edlin, but knocked out of bounds.
That's his second foul. Well, you can't. It's a tough call.
Foul call number 1, Cole Edlin, his second. Team third.
12-4.
Into the game, number 0.
Eastern going to look to
Team replaces number 1, Cole Edlin.
Advance it here. Nikolovsky. Nice jumper, foul line.
Basket by Nikolovsky.
Those jump shots start to fall. It's a lot easier for Eastern.
No doubt. Everything works better. You play better defense. You play harder on defense when the shots go in.
Swing it around to Towns, and now foul line high for Grivna. Bounces off. Towns claims it. Towns goes up.
Yeah, Grivna's really skilled, but I think Coach Morrow would love to see him shooting jump shots all night.
Also number 0, James Nikolovsky, his first, the team first.
Nikolovsky with the foul, not a shooting foul. So Clay will trigger it in. Here's Grivna. Grivna working on Young. Grivna powers in, leans in, and gets a foul.
That's really, really good basketball by Mason Grivna. Got Young on his hip, drew the contact, got on the free throw line.
Grivna 65% on the season. Not on that one. Just a freshman. Bright future for this young man.
Yeah, I'm sure Greg Willis goes to bed at night thinking, I got this guy for 3 more years. I know I would.
Second one good. That's 5 for Grivna, and the lead is 7. Thornberry feeds Young. Young
he traveled, yeah.
Goes underneath, and he walked with it.
Got in too big of a hurry.
Brilliant basketball.
Caleb Sargent in the game for Eastern. He's number 11. Thornsberry out.
Number 31, Braylor Thornsberry.
Jaden Culver handling the basketball. Feeds Clay. Clay gets the high screen from Grivna. Now Grivna, he can shoot it. In the air, got it. 8 points in the first quarter for Mason Grivna.
Good looking stroke.
Josh Brock on the handle. Nikolovsky to the rim, swings it under, stolen. Here it comes the other way. Culver gives Clay, lays it in. 4 for Clay. Ballard running away with it. Mack gets bumped and fouled.
Foul call.
Good job, Mack, drawing the contact, but I don't think Eastern's going to live and die with it. Him dribbling the ball up and going 1-on-4. The 3 by Grivna. The difference in that one and the free throw line jumper was wide open, feet, shoulders squared, and a 3.
Yep. Mack misses the first. He's at 69% on the season. A trio of trays in the first quarter for Ballard, and that is bad news for Eastern. Second one no good for Mack, and rebounded by Towns. The Bruins at the other end, swinging around with Clay. Clay up from 12, got it. 6 points from Aaron Clay, 20-6. Mack breaks his man down, goes to the rim, blocked by Grivna.
Very good timing, kept the space. Oh, it makes a big difference. You got a guy in there like that.
Very impressed with this young man. Trigger it in low for Young, goes up to dunk it, missed it. Towns the other way, 3 in the air, and it's good for Quentin Woods. Timeout Eastern, 23-6. We'll be right back here on Glycod.
Founded in 1910 in the Ohio Valley region, German American Bank has been raising the standards in banking and wealth management for over a century. Big enough to provide the conveniences of modern banking, yet small enough to care about the people and communities we serve. Because we believe that when a community thrives, its people prosper. We're lending more than money. We're lending a hand. German American Bank, building our community together.
You're watching Louisville Basketball Game Night on Glycod.
after 6.5 minutes. The Ballard Bruins looking like a well-oiled machine, just picking Eastern apart at the offensive end of the floor, hitting the three. Multiple scorers involved. Ballard, I think, is doing exactly what they wanted to do.
Yeah, we talked about the get-back, coach. You got to get back. But, you know, traditionally when you get back on defense, you're protecting the basket. You just can't do that anymore, especially against Ballard. You got to find the three-point shooters. Looks like Ballard's going back zone. Coach Willis is doing a good job of mixing his defenses up, especially out of a timeout.
Yep. Eastern down 17. Can't eat an elephant in one bite. Let's see what they've got. Try to throw it to Nikolovsky, stolen away. Clay on the break. Culver circles back. Here goes Clay. He floats it up and no good. Rebound Young. Here comes a Nikolovsky. Tipped and stolen. Clay's got it. Clay's ahead of the field. Goes under and puts it in.
Basket by Clay.
25-6.
We just hope at some point, Eastern, you can kind of settle down, get a bucket, get a stop. And
here's Young. Bodies everywhere. Goes up and gets fouled. Well, Ballard certainly swarms the ball when it goes into that post.
I don't think anything's going to be easy for the Eagles tonight.
Number 23, Damian Young.
Ballard's really quick. They're aggressive. Again, like a Ballard team that we've all seen many times.
Young makes the first one. That's his first point. 61% foul shooter. Several subs checking in.
In for the Eagles, number 10, Cohen Todd.
Cohen Todd in for Eastern. He wears number 10. Interesting player for Ballard in here, Jackson Strite. He also wears 10. He's a big guy, but he shoots at three a lot. Keep an eye on that. 25-7. After Young converts both. 25-8. Culver working out high. Culver swings it. There's the big man. Three in the air, and that's what he does. Jackson Strite with a three.
Well, they took 41 of them in a game against St. X. So this is not unusual.
Mack trying to get something going. Gives it to Brock. Order running down. Cohen Todd. Now Brock. Brock will shoot the triple. No good. Rebounded underneath for Ballard. Here it comes. Culver with 7. Clay puts it up in the air. Long range. No good. Young gets the rebound, and I think he got fouled. Looked like the Ballard player was on his back on that one, and that'll send him to the foul line. Joseph Jones.
Joseph Jones. His first.
He's been aggressive trying to get the ball, but
heading to the line for the Eagles, number 23.
1 second left.
Young.
Not a good play.
Shooting
He'll learn.
Young will shoot a couple. That one's good. 3 for 3 so far. 17.6 a game. Young, he's a 65% shooter.
Got a good looking stroke.
Yeah, 61 at the line. Just, you can see a nice offensive skill set, and that one rims out, and we have a lane violation. Apparently so. So he's going to get another try. It was Ballard who jumped in.
Lane violation.
No. But he's bleeding. Yes. So he is going to come out.
Gonna have to pick somebody to go shoot for him.
Blood on his shorts, and they go to Bramer Thornsberry. He's 7 of 13 on the year.
Checking in to shoot for the Eagles, number 31, Bramer Thornsberry.
So Thornsberry, he's already got 2. He's trying to add another one here. Banked it in. 28-10, the desperation heave. Buzzes the rafters, but it's no good. 28-10, Ballard after a quarter. Stay tuned, plenty of great hoops ahead here on Glycod.
A Local 502 is powered by Louisville and Southern Indiana's best trained, most productive plumbers, pipe fitters, and HVAC service technicians. A proud community partner with over a century's worth of service, UA Local 502 members have the knowledge and experience for the project you want done, whether it's large or small. Visit lu502.com for information about the contractors who employ our members. UA Local 502. We do it right the first time.
1965 male graduate and basketball star George Tensley knows the value of providing quality service. And that's what you get when you dine with Tensley Family Concessions. They provide travelers with many fine choices at Louisville Muhammad Ali International Airport. Whether it's Kentucky Fried Chicken, Chili's, or Starbucks, you know your travel experience will be a more comfortable and convenient one. Learn more about our company by visiting the website tfcfamily.com.
You're watching Louisville Basketball Game Night on Glycod.
Ready to get quarter two underway, and the Eastern Eagles say we can't start again too soon. It's 28-10. Let's see if Eastern can change it. Waltney on the handle. It's trapped, and it'll stay with the Eagles.
That's one thing Ballard has done over the years. They'll trap a ball screen. And if you're not ready for it, that's what will happen. You'll find yourself trapped.
23,
Damian Young back in. They apparently got the cut taken care of. They feed it under to Young. Goes up and missed it. Gets it again. Goes up again. And the foul.
Count the basket.
That's what they like to see.
Fouls on number 5, Joseph Jones, his second. Team first at the line.
Second foul on Joseph Jones of Ballard, and Young with 5 puts it in the air and has 6 now. Plenty of time, no need to panic. If Ballard can put on a run, so can Eastern. Play handling. Eastern trying to prevent another 3. 5 in the first quarter for Ballard. Clay trying to pass it. It hit the rim. Thornberry the other way to the goal. Puts it in. Thornberry's got 5 now. It'll lead down to 13.
Last possession on offense, Ballard tried to run Edlin off a series of screens. Eastern did a great job switching.
Edlin from 17, yes.
And he said, take that.
He's got 8. Back to a 15-point lead. Nearly turned over, but Jingo able to keep the possession. They work it out high. Thornsberry thought about it. Now gives to Josh Brock. Says, come on out here, Damian Young. Set me a screen. And there it is. And Brock swings it down to him. And Young puts it in.
Eastern's showing a lot more patience and ball movement on offense now.
Edlin triple, no. Rebound Thornsberry. Jung with the high screen. And Brock, he's open. Triple in the air, no.
They're staying down there. Jung got pushed.
Shoved, yeah. The official's trying to signal the foul. Sit down, guys. Nobody wanted to sit down.
Into the game for the Eagles, number 24, Christian Dukes.
It'll stay with Eastern. Cameron Gwaltney to trigger it in.
Eastern's really small right now. Jung's out of the game. Thornsberry's their biggest player, but now Dukes can go inside.
Dukes puts it up, and no, but he got fouled.
I've never seen a 5'10" guy get to the free throw line as much as Christian Dukes.
Yeah.
He is not afraid of contact. He loves contact.
Ballard will call for time. Eastern got things on the mend a little bit, 30-17 here on Glycod.
30-second timeout called by the Bruins.
Folks, Mike Kennedy for HKC Roofing. HKC installs the most effective gutter guard on the market at half the cost of the national brands. We guarantee it. Call today for an additional 20% off.
You're watching Louisville Basketball Game Night on Glycod.
A 7-2 run by Eastern to open the second quarter. They're looking to extend it and work their way back in. Good patience here. They did a good job of going back to what they're trying to accomplish here.
You know, sometimes it takes an entire quarter because when you get, and I've been here and Eastern gets excited for the Ballard game and you kind of get in a hurry. They've kind of slowed down a little bit this quarter and moved the ball, got some good looks. About to get themselves back in the game.
Free throw is good for Dukes, and that's a cause for celebration. He is 44% on the season before that shot.
They're free. You got to make them. They're free.
That's it. Look pretty good right there. 2 for 2, and the lead down to 11. Here's Hanners. Gives Grivna. Now Edlin. Edlin gets a high pick. Swings it. Clay, triple. Yes.
3-point basket by Clay.
Baron Clay's got 11. And that's been the answer for Ballard. That's their 6th 3 of the ball game. Back out high. Looks to Coach Morrow for guidance. Waltney. Now Jingo. Jingo swings. It's Mack. Mack will let it go. Nope. But it bounces right to Thornsberry and he puts it in.
Thornsberry.
He's got 7. He's already topped his season average. Maybe he's the number 2 guy.
One thing about offensive rebounding is if you just go under the basket.
Thrown away. Try to get it to Grivna. Here it comes to Dukes the other way. Dukes to the rim, puts it in.
Basket by Dukes.
4 for Dukes. Lead is 10. Grivna's posted up, catches, missed it. Back up, missed again by Clay, and here they come. Dukes the other direction, now Waltney. Thornsberry thought about it.
He thought about it.
He thinks about it again. No. Dukes pulls it, though. They reach it in. Dukes swings it. Waltney. Waltney looks around. Thornsberry. Thornsberry goes baseline, swings under for Dukes, puts it up, no. Rebounded Grivna, and we got a whistle and a foul.
Grivna didn't block the shot, but he certainly made all the difference right there. Christian's not going to shoot an air ball from 2 feet.
24, Christian Dukes, his first. Team first.
Dukes gets a foul.
Did a good job, gave him a spark. Really good job by Christian
For the
Dukes.
Eagles, number 2. Josh Brock and number 24.
Hanners out, Townsend for Ballard. Eastern gets Young back in their game. Mr. Young with 8 so far. Edlin swings it, and he swung it too far. Threw it away that time.
Eagle basketball.
There's a rule. Some guys say don't jump the pass. He jumped the pass.
Timeout, Ballard, 33-23. Eagles flying high in the second here on Glycod.
Buying or selling a new home, and you want to do it with few hassles? Count on Polo Real Estate Group. Founded and owned by 1993 Male High graduate Dion Reese, Polo Real Estate has over 2 decades of experience and offers skillful consultation and representation for your sale or purchase. Polo Real Estate Group, a realtor you can trust.
You're watching Louisville Basketball Game Night on Glycod.
(33-23) Ballard in the lead, but Eastern on the run here in the second quarter. They've got the basketball.
Yeah, that last play, Edlin jumped the pass. I heard a guy say one time, I don't care if you jump the pass. Just don't jump to look for a pass.
It's a good tip.
Yeah.
Mack now gives Brock. Being very patient in this set. Here to Jingo underneath Dukes. Goes up, blocked. Grivna was right with him, and that's going to be a challenge.
And if Christian Duke gets the ball in that situation again, he's going to do the same thing. He's not going to back down.
Brock on the inbound.
Got to look. You got to look.
There's Young underneath. Young in the air, no. And rebounded the other way for Culver. Culver swings Edlin.
I think Greg Willis will take a 15-foot fadeaway jumper by Damian Young all night long.
Edlin's going to shoot it, yes.
3-point basket by Edlin.
Just a pure shot, 11 for Edlin. Brock to answer. No. And rebound Grivna. And they can't win a shooting contest.
Yeah, not many teams are.
No. Here goes Culver. Circles back out to Edlin. Edlin shakes his man, goes to the goal, blocked by Jung underneath.
Well, that's a good job by Trey Mack right there. He made Edlin drive to the basket. He did the proverbial run him off the three-point line.
I encourage you to join Glycod in our quest to expand the visibility to today's student athletes by supporting our free-to-watch platform. Please subscribe and tell a friend. Glycod is changing the way you watch high school athletics. They got a foul. Going to be a touch foul on Nick Jingo, number 5.
Nick doing a good job trying to get over the top of the screen, keep Edlin from getting the ball back. Just a little bit too much contact. Coach Morrow didn't think it was.
No, he doesn't care for that one. Culver gives Edlin. Edlin backs down and charges.
Offensive foul.
Can't lower your shoulder and initiate contact.
That foul's on number 1, Cole Edlin, his third.
That's the third foul on Edlin, and that, well, I would imagine sideline him for the remainder of the half. Baron Clay off that bench to replace him. That could be a big call.
Great play by Nick Jingo. Holding his ground and doing a little bit of an acting job, but that's what it takes. Little deception, never hurt anybody.
Swing it in low to Dukes. Dukes goes up and gets fouled.
He's just going to keep coming.
I think he was happy it wasn't Grivna that he was going up against there. Works a little better. Quentin Woods with the foul. Quentin's listed at 6'2". Grivna's listed at 6'10". That's quite a difference.
Shooting 2.
And Duke sinks it. That's 3 in a row for a 44% foul shooter.
Somebody's been working with him on his stroke because it did not look like that the last 2 years.
Now, watching this guy, I think a pretty nice looking shot. And there's 4 of them in a row. So 6 points for Dukes. And lead back to 11. Trouble in the backcourt. Clay gets it across. Long 3 in the air, and it's good for Jaden Culver. That's his first point. But he looks confident. Every time Eastern gets close, something like that. Mack trying to work free. They go to Jung. He tracks it down. Spins, goes up, and got fouled. Grivna doesn't like the call, but I think it was probably there. That's his second.
To the line for the Eagles, number 23, Damian Young.
No, he's a freshman. He's been pretty mature for the most part. But, yeah, that's one I think he'll wish he had back.
When a guy like John gets the ball in the post, you're kind of at his mercy. And if you're playing behind, most of the time, it's for the guy like him, it's going to be a bucket or a foul, maybe even both. That's just the nature of basketball. When a guy gets the ball in the post, it's hard to stop without fouling.
Yeah. Junk sinks them both for 10 points. Lead back to 12. Nearly backcourt right there. Grivna gives Culver. Culver circles around, tries to give to Clay, but it's stolen. Dukes got a hand in there. And now Mack, semi-break, puts it up. No.
Good shot. Coach Morrow's not going to be upset with that.
No, not at all. Towns tracked it down. Grivna will put a triple in the air. No. And maybe that's another one that he'll wish he had back. Looking a little bit like a freshman here. Mack bumped and fouled.
Little nickel and dimer there.
called on number 2, Malachi Towns, his second.
Towns gets his second, and Mack will head to the free throw line.
Trey Mack. Shooting 2.
Mack missed his first 2 tonight, and he's back up there again. It's a 69% on the season. And that one stays. If you got an extra point for using every part of the rim, I think he would have gotten it there.
Checking in for the Bruins, number 5, Joseph Jones. He replaces number 23, Mason Gribna.
Gribna comes out, Jones in for him. Again, Gribna with 2 fouls. And Mack sinks the second one. And the lead back to 10 again. Eastern just kind of hanging around. Play floats it to Jones. Outside, triple in the air, and it's good for Quentin Woods.
3-point basket by Woods.
That time, Eastern ran a double team at the ball. Ballard rotated it out, found the open man, and buried the 3.
Mack is bumped. Mack lost it. They got it back. They put it up with Jingo, no good, but Mack has it now. Mack is blocked. And here it comes the other way. Woods with another one. No, missed the rim with that one. And Young swings the elbows, but no call. We go end to end, and Mack got fouled and no call. The ball's going to go back to Ballard.
Out of bounds, last touch by the Eagles. Bruin basketball.
Yeah, you got to be strong with the ball. He might have got fouled, but you know you're going to get fouled. You drive into traffic, you're going to get fouled. Put 2 hands on it. Little warning for Coach Morrow.
Stride is in, and yeah, Coach Morrow is not a happy camper.
Bench warning against the Eagles.
He's been warned. And boy, Coach Morrow is just going about as far as he could go without getting the technical.
Coach Morrow has some of the greatest referee stories of any coach I've ever had the pleasure of knowing.
Well, Coach Willis says, what? Man, everything's going fine. I don't know what the ruckus is about. May be reversed in a minute. Who knows? Culver. I think Ballard is trying to hold for one. We'll see. And they float a pass, nearly stolen, but tracked down by Joseph Jones, and he got fouled. That's Duke. And that's the second one on him. That hurts. Caleb Sargent going to come back in. I'd imagine Dukes is sitting for 17 seconds. Yeah. Play to trigger it in. Culver, triple in the air, yes. 5 threes in the first quarter, 5 threes in the second quarter. Mack puts it up. No. Rebound strike. Play. Fires from mid-court, and it doesn't go, but that's about the only thing from long range that has it. 10 threes in the first half for Ballard, and they have a 45-29 edge. We'll be back to recap the first half, get you ready for the second half here on Glycon.
A Local 502 is powered by Louisville and Southern Indiana's best trained, most productive plumbers, pipe fitters, and HVAC service technicians. A proud community partner with over a century's worth of service, UA Local 502 members have the knowledge and experience for the project you want done, whether it's large or small. Visit lu502.com for information about the contractors who employ our members. UA Local 502. We do it right the first time. Only your locally owned Cub Cadet dealer has genuine parts, accessories, trained service technicians, and the widest selection of innovative Cub Cadet products. We're here for you whenever you need us, with expert service and support to keep your equipment running at peak performance for years to come. Visit your locally owned power equipment dealer. Anderson Sales and Service in Madison, Crestwood, and Louisville.
When you bundle home and auto, life can be easier. You choose coverage that makes sense for you, at a price that's right for you, and a local State Farm agent who's there for you.
Call State Farm agent Leslie Gilly in Oldham County today.
Welcome to Holy Smokes Barbecue. At Holy Smokes Barbecue, our pitmasters smoke up mouth-watering ribs, chicken, brisket, mutton, and more. From sandwiches to full dinners, with a complete list of sides and desserts. Holy Smokes Barbecue. Just tell them that the man in the big white hat sent you.
Order up! How's the pork chop taste?
It's pretty good. It's the best one I've ever had.
Holy Smokes Barbecue!
Tell them the man in the big white hat sent you.
When you want the right agents for your real estate needs, choose the Van Treese team with True Blood Real Estate. Former University of Louisville basketball star Stephen Van Treese and his wife Laura Protenick Van Treese combine local knowledge, dedication, and results to help you buy or sell with confidence. Contact the Van Treese team at 502-468-1463. Because no other real estate team quite measures up when you experience the True Blood advantage.
Red Ball is Southern Indiana's recycling choice because we can turn the scrap metal you bring into scrap money. Located in Jeff and Madison.
1965 male graduate and basketball star George Tensley knows the value of providing quality service, and that's what you get when you dine with Tensley Family Concessions. They provide travelers with many fine choices at Louisville Muhammad Ali International Airport. Whether it's Kentucky Fried Chicken, Chili's, or Starbucks, you know your travel experience will be a more comfortable and convenient one. Learn more about our company by visiting the website tfcfamily.com.
Tonight's halftime report is brought to you by Tinsley Family Concessions, a tradition of corporate excellence and community service. For more, visit tfcfamily.com.
Halftime here at Eastern High School, 45-29, the Ballard advantage. And again, a frustrating second quarter, I would think, for Eastern in a lot of ways, Coach, because they kept getting that lead down to 10, getting that lead down to 11. They just never had the next play, and Ballard seemed to always then hit another three, but then they hit 10 of them in the half.
There's nothing more frustrating than making a three and then giving up a three.
Yep.
Especially when you're trying to get back in the game, because you have to have stops. You mentioned getting over the hump. Very frustrating when you can't get over the proverbial hump.
And it felt like Eastern had control of much of that quarter, but in the end, they won that quarter 19-17. And they really needed a bigger gap than that after falling behind 28-10 in the first quarter. I want to also point out to our viewers tonight's scoreboard. You got the ticker there from Nick. Is presented by the Van Treese Group with True Blood Real Estate. No other real estate team measures up to Van Treese. We appreciate them and all of our Glycod sponsors. We're going to take another quick break here. Step aside, get you some first half numbers. Although, again, that big number for me is still 10 triples for Ballard. That's going to be the first half story. But the second half yet to come. We'll see what it brings right here on Glycod.
1965 male graduate and basketball star George Tensley knows the value of providing quality service, and that's what you get when you dine with Tensley Family Concessions. They provide travelers with many fine choices at Louisville Muhammad Ali International Airport. Whether it's Kentucky Fried Chicken, Chili's, or Starbucks, you know your travel experience will be a more comfortable and convenient one. Learn more about our company by visiting the website tfcfamily.com.
Hey, I didn't order any pizza.
Jake from State Farm. After you saved me so much dough on insurance with that Parker promo, I devised a promo for you.
Here's the deal, Parker. State Farm offers everyone surprisingly great rates.
Right. Pepperoni pockets, cuckoo crusties.
There's no promo, it's just great rates.
And a cider ranch.
For surprisingly great rates and great service, call State Farm agent Mike Shelton in Louisville today.
Like a good neighbor, State Farm is there.
UA Local 502 is powered by Louisville and Southern Indiana's best trained, most productive plumbers, pipe fitters, and HVAC service technicians. A proud community partner with over a century's worth of service, UA Local 502 members have the knowledge and experience for the project you want done, whether it's large or small. Visit lu502.com for information about the contractors who employ our members. UA Local 502. We do it right the first time.
Research has shown high school sports to be a great community influence. Join scores of local businesses that have partnered with Glycod in sponsoring live, hometown-oriented sports programming on our video and social media platforms. For more information, email info@glycod.com.
This is the mower that cut the lawn, that became the place their kids grew up. The legendary Exmark Laser Z is the zero-turn mower more landscape pros trust. For cut quality, comfort, and reliability. Exmark, official mowers of the backyard life. Visit your local dealer or explore the Exmark Laser Z online for special finance offers, available now.
Founded in 1910 in the Ohio Valley region, German-American Bank has been raising the standards in banking and wealth management for over a century. Big enough to provide the conveniences of modern banking, yet small enough to care about the people and communities we serve. Because we believe that when a community thrives, its people prosper. We're lending more than money. We're lending a hand. German-American Bank, building our community together.
You're watching Louisville Basketball Game Night on Glycod.
Now we're back, 45-29, the halftime advantage. Tonight's halftime stats brought to you by German-American Bank, building communities since 1910. Again, 10 triples for Ballard. So the 45 first half points, 2/3 of them from the three-point line, and 6 different players making three-pointers. A balanced effort. Edlin and Clay with 11. Those are the first half leaders, but a lot of standouts.
Shouldn't be really any surprise. Ballard shoots a lot of threes, and they got guys can make them. They got 4 or 5 guys averaging double figures, so they're doing what Ballard does. And Eastern's kind of doing what Eastern does. They go inside to Jung, and they're attacking the basket, but when you're trading 1s and 2s for 3s, that's just, it's not going to get it done.
That's it. Eastern 13 of either 15 or 16. We're still counting that up at the foul line in the first half, and that helps them stay close. But 8 of 23 overall from the floor. No three-pointers for the Eagles. 17 of 29 for Ballard, including those 10 triples. So that is that's hard to offset.
25 years ago, if you'd have said Ballard was 1 for 2 from a free throw line and Eastern made, what'd you say?
13, yeah.
Eastern's up 13-1 in free throws. You're like, wow, Eastern's dominating this game. Not so fast, my friend.
Yeah, the triple is the great equalizer, and sometimes it's good, sometimes it's not so good. For this Eastern team, I think they would definitely prefer it not to be so, but Ballard, the ball movement good. The other thing that's kind of a elephant lurking in the room here for Ballard is foul trouble. Edlin's got 3, Grivna's got 2. They've got to be a little bit careful here because they could end up in a situation where Eastern finishes out the game against the Ballard second string, and the Eagles are in a lot better shape then.
So let me tell you something about scores. Cole Edlin's a scorer.
No.
He ain't gonna foul out. He will not foul out. And I'm not talking about officials. That has nothing to do with it. But he's a scorer. Scorers want to be on the floor. And he may not be as aggressive defensively. And Greg Willis may not like it.
Yeah.
But I promise you, Greg Willis would rather him be out on the floor.
He'll protect himself.
Than over there by him. So
exactly.
Edlin's a smart basketball player. He's not going to foul out. 3 fouls. He's played with 3 before. He'll be fine.
Battle of the big men, and fairly even. Grivna really dominated the first quarter, but then Jung dominated the second quarter and did a nice job pulling even.
Yeah. So. At the start of the third quarter, it's
a lot of coaches will tell you the first 3 minutes of the third quarter is the most important part of the basketball game. So we're going to see, is Eastern going to send a message, we're getting back in this, or is Ballard going to step on their throat, so to speak?
Clay's going to handle it out high. Clay swings it all the way around. Now here goes Edlin. Edlin back to Clay. Edlin, he'll shoot it. Yep, 3.
3-point basket by Edlin.
What was that you said about scorers? Yeah.
And you know what makes him really tough is he gets rid of it so quick. I mean, when he's set and got his feet squared and got room, he's not going to miss. That time he didn't have to do any of it, but he still got it up and scored.
Jung circles up in the post and may have gotten a third foul on Grivna. No, they're going to call the foul on Jackson Hanners. It's his third, but no offense to Jackson, but that doesn't hit quite as hard. They get it in to Jung. He turns, puts it up. Looked like he got fouled, no call. Long pass. Edlin behind the defense. It's broken up, but Edlin circles, catches, now gives Grivna right back to him. Clay, triple in the air. No. Nice rebound, Mack.
From where I was sitting, it looked like that was going in too.
It had the look. High screen. Swinging to Brock. Brock tried to dump it into Thornsberry. He had 7 in the first half.
Eagle basketball.
He's been the second leading Eagle scorer behind Jung with 10. Now he'll throw it in. He gets it back. Thornsberry underneath. Reverse layup, no.
Nice
Rebound.
move.
Hanners. Edlin, long one. Yes.
3-point basket by Edlin.
I'm reminded of something Antoine Walker said once where he said, why do you shoot so many threes? And he said, because I can't shoot 4s. If Edlin could shoot a 4, he'd fire it. And he'd probably hit it. Jung in the post. Jung powers up. Basket is good. Nice move by the big man. And is that going to be Grivna? Nope.
Calling on Hanners.
They got Hanners, and that's 4 on Hanners.
Second to the line for the Eagles, number 23, Damian Young. Shooting 1.
Young up there. Got 12, shooting for 13. Nope. Threw the jinx on him, and here comes Ballard back on the attack. Edlin floats it up for Grivna, puts it in and gets fouled. A nice little set piece there for those two.
That's the thing we talked about in the pregame. Edlin's not afraid to pass. He got all the way to the paint, had a good look, he gave it up. Big Grivna went and finished.
He's at the line shooting 1.
And
Young
1.
got the foul on him, yeah. So the and 1, it's already 10 tonight for Grivna. He's going to shoot for 11. Duke's back in for Easter. Woods back in for Ballard. Grivna missed that one and tried to tip it out. A good idea for Woods, but didn't work, and it'll go over to Easter. I think he knew he couldn't grab it and thought, I'll just tap it, but put a little too much power in the tap. Mack going to work here. Young with it. Mack hounded by Clay. Out of bounds, it'll stay with Eastern.
Eastern had some success in the first half by being really patient. Looks like they're trying to do that now, but when you're down 22, it's kind of like, you know, we need to get shots up and points quick. But
triple for Brock, no. Still haven't gotten the first one. Duke's got the rebound. He goes up and gets fouled. Woods with the foul. That's 2 on him.
Team third.
Act to trigger it in on the baseline. Come out of a stack. And gets it into Young, who thought about it. He hasn't taken one this year.
Ballard students wanted him to shoot it.
Yeah. Mack. He'll fire it. Missed it. Rebound going to be tracked down by Young. Bumps to Mack. Mack looks to be okay. Jumper good there for Josh Brock.
Josh can do that. I'm sure Coach Morrow would like to see more of that.
He's the team's leading three-point shooter on the season as far as raw number. He has 17.
Well, he's too aggressive.
Yeah, a little hand checking out high, and it'll go against Nikolovsky, his second foul.
James Nikolovsky, his second.
Nikolovsky trying to do a little Dennis Rodman. Antagonize, get under his skin.
Yeah.
But Cole's not going to go for that. He's a senior. He's been around. Right there.
Oh, yeah. Was about to pass it to the big man, and Nikolovsky got a sneaker in there.
When you can shoot like him, you have to go at him with a sense of urgency, but he can pick you apart. Same set.
Nobody comes to get the ball, and now in back court, here comes Culver. Made the smart play, jumped into back court and caught it rather than catching it and stepping into back court. We got a bump and a foul on the Eagles. So Dukes gets his third. So 3 on Dukes, 2 on Young. So Eastern got their own foul issues to monitor. Play the trigger. Swing it around. Now working the post to Grivna. Grivna, Culver, triple, yes.
3-point basket by Culver.
Great job of Mason Grivna. Caught the ball a little bit out of his scoring area in the post. Right back out to a shooter.
Dukes goes up underneath and gets blocked, and Culver's going to get the foul, and he didn't think he did, but
going back to that last play by Ballard, you know, that's very mature of a freshman. He had a good shot. He could have scored, but he gave up a good shot for a great shot, or gave up a good shot for a better shot. Very mature play for a freshman.
And that's how you got a team that's had 13 3-pointers midway through the third quarter.
Yeah.
Free throw good for Christian Dukes. That's 5 in a row.
Checking in for the Bruins.
He came in at 44%. He's up to 50 now. So improving by the moment. And I jinxed him. First miss of the night. Well, sorry, Christian. 5 out of 6. He's got 7 points. Never fails. Talk about how good a foul shooter is. And just,
there you go. Next thing you know.
Yep. Grivna trying to work free, but now gives Clay and sets a screen. Clay circles around. Triple in the air, another shooter. Boy, they just come at you in waves. And that's another one. Trent Pleasant, he's an 8th grader. He joins the party. Brock, triple, got it. That's the first one for the Eagles.
Not just for tonight, but going ahead.
Pleasant wants another one. Pleasant's got another one.
There may be time.
3-point basket by Pleasant.
They've got him at a 23% three-point shooter on the season. I don't know that I believe that. Brock tries to answer no. They swing it around to Dukes, who goes under, and he's blocked by Grivna. Here comes Woods. And Clay wanted Pleasant to get in that corner and shoot another 3, but he wanted it so much that he wasn't looking for the ball, and it skips right past him out of bounds.
Yeah, that's one guy zigged, the other zagged.
Here come the Eagles on the attack.
Ballard is back in the zone.
Swing it in the corner to Brock. Brock, 15-footer is good. Nice shot for Josh Brock. He's got 7 in the quarter.
Yeah, it may be late for tonight, but I know Coach Morrow loves seeing that out of Josh because he can be that second scorer that the Eagles need.
Edlin, triple. Yes, sir. Third of the quarter, 20 for the game. That's 20 points, not 23s, although it's starting to feel like it could be 23.
They're up to 5. They're getting 5 a quarter, and they still got 2.5 minutes.
Brock shakes free, jumper in the air, no. Rebounded by Woods. Here comes Edlin. Edlin gives Woods. Woods wanted it. They swing it low to Grivna, and he puts it in. A dozen for Grivna.
Assist to Clay.
Boy, when it's working, it is something to behold.
That bucket is just simply because Ballard makes so many threes. Eastern's defense went out and attacked the three-point line, and it opened it up for Grivna.
Triple in the air for Eastern, and they get it. Caleb Sargent with the bucket.
Sargent.
Caleb's another guy that could, I know Coach Morrow would love to see him step up. He's quick, he's fast.
Edlin penetrates in. Floater off the glass is good. He's got 11 in the quarter, 22 in the game.
It's almost like pick your poison. They run him off a three-point line. He gets to the basket.
Jingo goes under, swings it, and it's going to be off the hands of Sargent, out of bounds.
Bruin basketball.
Subs coming in both ways.
In for the Bruins, number 2, Malachi Childs, and number 3, Camden Thompson. Back in for the Eagles, number 3, Cameron Gwaltney, and number 10, Cohen Todd.
69-42. Edlin, long one again. No. And a tie-up for the rebound. Young goes to the floor, but it's still a jump ball. Possession to Eastern.
Jump ball. Possession arrow to the Eagles.
Brock's got it, and now they give it off to Cohen Todd. Sargent, triple in the air. Nope, missed it all. Caden Thompson now gives Edlin. Edlin. Triple in the air for Pleasant. No. And a foul underneath as Cohen Todd grabs the rebound. That foul goes on Camden Thompson.
His first.
It's free throws for the Eagles.
Even though Ballard didn't make the three right now, that's just another example of what makes Cole Edlin so effective. He makes a three, makes another three, then he gets to the basket. So now you got to guard the three and the penetration, and he penetrates and hits an open three-point shooter.
Heading to the line for the Eagles.
Kind of like pick your poison, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
Shooting 2.
He's got the antidote either way. So Todd's free throw no good.
Checking back in for the Bruins.
Now 1 of 3 there on the season.
He replaces number 23, Mason Rigdon. Back in for the Eagles, number 4.
Really glad to see Cohen Todd back out there playing. He's been through injuries. He had a concussion, had a knee operated on. Just glad to see him out there.
Get him on the board.
2 years ago in his sophomore, he really starting to play well for us down the stretch. And
sure.
Had a concussion. And he came back last year and had a knee.
Yeah. Edlin swings it. Triple in the air. No. Strike missed it, but Pleasant rebounds it. See if they hold for one here with Edlin. This is what you want. Edlin shakes Trey Mack and then circles back. Edlin going to get a screen here from Strite. There it comes. Edlin's got Young on him. Goes past him. Swings it. Thompson triples an air ball. And Mack gets the rebound and the quarter runs out. 69-43. Ballard has just been on fire, shooting the triple all night, and that's the story of the fourth quarter ahead here on Glycod.
A lot goes into taking care of your property. You need equipment with more durability, versatility, and #1 rated reliability built in, like Kubota compact tractors that can do it all right, Z-Series mowers that deliver a quality cut, and the Sidekick utility vehicle built for hard work and fun at 40 miles per hour. Kubota equipment lives up to the highest standards. Yours. Visit your local dealer today.
Anderson Sales and Service in Madison, Crestwood, and Louisville.
When you're buying or selling a new home and you want to do it with few hassles, count on Polo Real Estate Group. Founded and owned by 1993 Male High graduate Dion Reese, Polo Real Estate has over 2 decades of experience and offers skillful consultation and representation for your sale or purchase. Polo Real Estate Group, a realtor you can trust.
You're watching Louisville Basketball Game Night on Glycod.
Time for the fourth quarter, 69-43 Ballard. Nick Landrum tells me 16 of 26 from three-point range for the Bruins.
What did Adam Sandler say on the Christmas song? Not too shabby.
Indeed. both in percentage and raw number. You take 16 threes any time, but when you can do it on just 26 shots, that's pretty hard to argue with.
Yeah. Looks like Ballard's is Culver the only starter they got out there right now, or was
Clay circles under, missed it, but following the shot, it's a bucket for Malachi Towns. Get him in the book. Deflection and a steal at the other end. Culver swings it. Thompson thought about it, didn't go up, now swings it under. Towns up with it, bucket and the foul. Cameron Gwaltney with the foul, and Towns now, he's got 4 going to the line for another one.
He's at the line, shooting one.
The junior puts it up and bounces off. Rebounded the other way. That was Thornsberry. Here's Mack from the foul line. Got it. 6 for Trey Mack. Culver pulls and fires and hits. Jaden Culver in double figures at 11. And Mack gets a little nickel dimer outside against Malachi Towns.
Think about Ballard. They got a 30-point lead, but they're going to keep coming. I mean, they're going to keep coming.
They have substituted liberally, but yeah, if you're going to be on this team, you're going to come in and play the same style. You know,
better be aggressive.
Sargent with a triple, no. Rebounded Culver. Here goes Culver. Nearly did the splits. Regains control. Swings it around, but stepped out of bounds. Eastern brings in Isaac Brim.
Checking in for the Eagles, number 13, Isaac Brim. He replaces number 11, Caleb Sargent.
And the Eagles trigger it in. Here they come on the fly. That's Gwaltney. Flips it up and it's blocked by Strite or deflected. Not sure if that was a shot or a pass, frankly.
I don't know.
He says it was a pass, so at least that's what I'd say.
Cam Buckets. Loved coaching him. Never quits. Always undersized, but man, you talk about a tough kid.
Putting it up, no good, but Cohen Todd's going to head to the foul line.
Fouls on number 10, Jackson Strite. His second, team second. To the line for the Eagles, number 10.
Strite gets a foul on Todd.
Cohen Todd.
He made a free throw in the third quarter, and he'll head back there now in the fourth. Puts it up and in. Nice touch for the big man. And he hits them both. 3 for Cohen Todd. The Eastern going to continue to scrap. Clay's got it. Clay goes underneath, puts it up, and it in. Baron Clay with 13. Gwaltney working out high. Gwaltney goes underneath, swings it around. Todd. Todd goes underneath, swings it out. Gwaltney bumped, flips it up. No basket, but a foul.
Fouls on number 3, Camden Thompson, his second.
Camden Thompson gets his second.
Team third. To the line for the Eagles, number 3, Cameron Gwaltney.
Gwaltney to the line. Encourage you to join Glycod in our quest to expand the visibility of today's student athletes by supporting our free-to-watch platform. And please subscribe and tell a friend as Glycod, changing the way you watch high school athletics. First one no good for Gwaltney. He'll toe the line for a second shot. And he missed them both. Todd almost tipped it in, but it goes the other way. Clay gets downhill and puts it in.
Basket by Clay.
Well, Coach Morrow's not going to like that.
15 for Clay. Timeout here for Eastern. We'll take the break as well. 79-47. Ballard in the lead here on Glycod.
Folks, Mike Kennedy for HKC Roofing. HKC installs the most effective gutter guard on the market at half the cost of the national brands. We guarantee it. Call today for an additional 20% off.
You're watching Louisville Basketball Game Night on Glycod.
We're back. 79-47. The edge for Ballard. You know, both teams, it's January. You learn, you grow. Seen some good things for Eastern and obviously seen some good things for Ballard tonight.
Yeah, a lot of times statistics don't tell the whole story, but Ballard's got 16 threes tonight. So that tells the whole story.
That's quite a statistic, yeah.
Ballard's in a little 1-3-1 half-court trap.
And it's stolen by Culver. Culver to the rim. Missed it, and I think he was trying to set up Grivna, but then Grivna unable to get it. Waltney the other way, gets bumped and puts it in.
Basket by Waltney.
Nice shot for Waltney. They throw it long. Grivna goes up, gets bumped by Todd, and he missed it, but he'll head to the foul line.
Fouls on number 10, Cohen Todd, his first. Team second. Heading to the line for the
Jared Culver
23,
tried to
Grivna.
put a little French pastry on the bucket. Didn't work out, but I like it. I like how he's thinking. Of course, if I was up 30, it wouldn't a lot bother me at this point, but
sure. Free throw's good for Grivna. That's 13 points for him.
He replaces number 31.
2 of 4 at the line tonight. Looks like too good of a shooter to miss too many free throws. But
he's got a decent stroke.
Yep.
He's got a good stroke. Nice rotation, not perfect, but it's nice.
2 for 5 tonight. Mack going end to end, and Grivna blocks him.
Out of bounds,
No coach likes to see the other team drive all the way to the basket, but when you got a 6'11" guy back there, you can live with it.
Mack going to trigger it in. Mack gives it to Young. Waltney. Waltney goes under, knocked out of his hands. It'll stay with the Eagles.
Out of bounds off the Bruins. Eagle basketball.
Waltney, the trigger man, fires it in to Todd. Todd going to fire it up there. Yes. Going Todd with a nice baseline jumper. Give him 5 points in the ball game.
Good to see that on Cohen's behalf.
Edlin, long pass. Culver almost picked by Waltney. Play triple, no. Waltney's got the board. Waltney going to go under there. It's knocked out of his hands, and he gets it back. Triple in the air, no good for Isaac Brim. Culver going to give Edlin. Edlin shakes him, step back 3, yes.
3-point basket by Edlin.
17 threes. Steal for Clay.
Shoot another one. Oh.
Edlin looked up before he had the ball and has to bounce it off of Waltney to keep the possession.
Because he was getting ready to shoot another one. What's he got? Still got 3 fouls?
Uh-huh.
Checking in for the Eagles, number 5.
Funny how that works out, right, Coach?
And number 22, Evan Tellerich.
I mean, it was good enough for the great Wilt Chamberlain. He never fouled out of a game.
Nope.
Maybe ever. I'm talking about in the NBA.
I don't think he ever did.
Yeah. Triple, Edlin, no. And the rebound is tracked down in the corner. Going underneath is Jones, and he missed it, but he gets it back. Muscles it up again and missed it again and gets it again. And the third try also doesn't go, but he's going to go to the line. Joseph Jones stick-to-itiveness on that one.
Number 23, Damian Young, his third. Team third. To the line for the Bruins.
So to be an equal opportunity jinxer, I will point out that Jones is a 77% foul shooter on the season. Yep. The PGA's in a hurry to hire me, let me tell you. This guy's a great putter.
Yeah.
One more for Jones. Senior averages a shade under 5 a game. And he got that one. 84-51. Mack. Goes Jingo.
You know, one thing that makes Ballard even better is the fact that they've played 3 different defenses tonight, and that's just something that going into a game, you can't just say we're going to have to face man-to-man. You got to prepare for a little bit of everything. If you're not a good zone team, they're going to make you beat them with a zone. Very impressed. I was impressed with Ballard a couple weeks ago out at Butler. Tonight's really impressive.
Evan Hillerich at the line, and he misses the first one.
He goes by Evan 11, even though his number is 22.
That's interesting.
He was number 11 for like his first 3 years.
He just doubled it up. Huh? He missed them both. Jung able to track it down, goes up and he misses it. Hillerich back with it again, and I think he's going to head back to the line.
Number 21,
Trent Pleasant with a foul, and yep, right back up there.
To the line for the Eagles, number 22, Evan Hillerich.
I was never a great foul shooter. I wasn't a terrible one, but I know if I missed 2, I thought, don't foul me again. But Hillerich able to step back there and make one. So
yeah, I think most guys are like that.
On the other hand, if you make a couple, come on. Yeah. 1 out of 4. Towns gives to Pleasant. And Grivna puts it on the floor, drives and missed it badly. Tapped around, and it's going to be run down by Eastern. Here's Mack. Mack swings it. Brim. And not even really looking for the 3.
Nick Jingo's got to take that shot. He's a shooter. Yeah. Nick can shoot the ball.
Mack
sure
missed
Coach
it.
Morrow show him on film. You got to take that shot, Nick.
Pleasant. Woods, triple in the air is a good.
3-point basket by Woods.
That's his 3rd, isn't it?
Yes. Morel in the air with a triple. No. And, going to stay with Ballard. I thought that was off Jones, but.
You know, I want to say this about Nick not taking that shot. You don't know. He may not be confident right now. Coach Morrow may have said that's not what we want right now. So I don't want to put that on him because you just don't know what a coach is talking about in a timeout.
Right. True. Fair point.
Number 20, Cole Abrams.
Jones goes under and now swings it around to Towns, who goes up and gets fouled. Mack for the foul.
Trey Mack, his first, team 4th. To the line for the Bruins, number 2, Malachi Towns. Shooting 2.
Towns up there for a couple. Missed the first one.
Definitely not been a free throw shooting clinic tonight.
No. Particularly on the Ballard side of things.
Yeah.
Which is funny when you make 18 3-pointers. Maybe they just need somebody to guard them on the free throw.
Yeah.
That one bounces off as well. Mack goes under and gets fouled, and he'll head to the foul line. Trent Pleasant picks that one up.
21. Trent Pleasant, his 2nd. To the line for the Eagles, number 4, Trey Mack.
This one is good for Mack. He's 3 of 5 on the night.
Into the game for the Bruins. Number 3, Camden Thompson. Number 32, Anthony McLean.
Plenty of subs checking in here. As Mack sinks them both. That's 8 for him in the ball game. Pleasant swings it. And stolen by Mack. He read that one. And Mack to the rim, and he gets blocked by Jackson Strike. And foul.
Fouls on number 10, Jackson Strike, his third. Heading to the line for the Eagles, number 4.
So here you go. Here was our scenario I talked about. He just stepped up there and made a couple. Now he goes back. You think, okay,
he's feeling it.
Yeah, that looks perfect. That's 5 in a row for Mack tonight.
Like we tell them little kids at camp, you feel it, you deal it.
And 6 in a row. 10 for Mack. Final minute and change. Thompson tries to shake free. He goes to Strite. And Pleasant forced a shot, didn't go. Out of bounds. Coach Willis kind of throws his hands in the air to say, what was that? Long pass ahead of the defense. Going under, putting it in, and getting fouled, Evan Hillerich.
The basket by Hillerich. Fouls on number 32, Anthony McLean.
So Hillerich had one of the great stats that jumped out at me looking at these numbers pregame. Coming into it tonight, and I don't know if this has changed tonight, he was at 89% on the year from the floor. 23 of 26, and he makes another one there and completes the three-point play. Now that's efficiency. I never heard of anybody shooting 89%. It's rare at the foul line.
89% is extremely impressive.
Checking in for the Bruins, number 22, Reese
at any level.
Yeah.
And number 24, Connor Phillips.
You know, you do that. If the coach says something about shot selection, you can just tune him out and say, Coach, it's not me. I hit 89% of mine. Thanks. Thompson, triple in the air. Yes. Camden Thompson gets into the list, the 19th three of the game for the Bruins. Mack to the rim, and he gets fouled, and he'll go back to the free throw line. Foul. I think they said 22, and we don't. Reese Whitfield.
To the line for the Eagles, Trey Mack.
And Mack missed.
He's got a bright future.
Oh, absolutely.
Well, he was
young
going up against
guard.
one of the best guards in the state tonight, but he's got a bright future.
And he's got 11 points. Yeah, did some good things. Some things to learn from. 90-60, and Ballard just going to hold the ball. And that will do it. Ballard Bruins finish this one off. 90-60 the final. We'll be back to recap and tell you tonight's most outstanding players and get you updated on some other upcoming action coming up soon here on Glycod.
A Local 502 is powered by Louisville and Southern Indiana's best trained, most productive plumbers, pipe fitters, and HVAC service technicians. A proud community partner with over a century's worth of service, UA Local 502 members have the knowledge and experience for the project you want done, whether it's large or small. Visit lu502.com for information about the contractors who employ our members. UA Local 502. We do it right the first time.
When you're buying or selling a new home and you want to do it with few hassles, count on Polo Real Estate Group. Founded and owned by 1993 Male High graduate Dion Reese, Polo Real Estate has over 2 decades of experience and offers skillful consultation and representation for your sale or purchase. Polo Real Estate Group, a realtor you can trust.
Not just not just blinds.
Red Ball is Southern Indiana's recycling choice because we can turn the scrap metal you bring into scrap money. Located in Jeff and Madison.
Research has shown high school sports to be a great community influence. Join scores of local businesses that have partnered with Glycod in sponsoring live, hometown-oriented sports programming on our video and social media platforms. For more information, email info@glycod.com.
Welcome to Holy Smokes Barbecue.
At Holy Smokes Barbecue, our pitmasters smoke up mouth-watering ribs, chicken, brisket, mutton, and more. From sandwiches to full dinners, with a complete list of sides and desserts. Holy Smokes Barbecue. Just tell them that the man in the big white hat sent you.
Order up! How's the pork chop taste?
It's pretty good. It's the best one I've ever had.
Holy Smokes Barbecue!
Tell them the man in the big white hat sent you.
Hi folks, Mike Kennedy for HKC Roofing. HKC installs the most effective gutter guard on the market at half the cost of the national brands. We guarantee it. Call today for an additional 20% off.
Tonight's post-game recap is brought to you by HKC Roofing. For your next roof repair or improvement, contact HKC at 502-212-1081 or visit roofyourhouse.com. HKC Roofing, better than guaranteed.
Welcome back here to Eastern High School. There's a tough one tonight for the Eagles. They come up on the short end of a 90-60 loss. And, those are the breaks. It was an excellent performance by Ballard. Obviously, Eastern didn't do everything they wanted to, but Ballard's perimeter shooting just I think this is when they shoot the ball that way, there's not a lot of teams going to be able to hang with them.
Yeah, I think going into this season, I don't know that anybody really had Ballard as really a serious threat to win the region. But now with Cole Eland, I think they're not only a threat to win the region, they're a threat to win the state.
Yeah.
And I don't think they're going to shoot that well because I think overall they're 33% from a three-point line on the year.
Yeah.
So averages kind of have a way of working themselves out. But still, when you can shoot the ball like that and they're really good defensively, they're quick, they handle the ball. They're legit. They're a legit contender, not just in the region.
I'm trying to go down here and count as we're on. I've got 8 different players hitting threes too, and that's a big part of it. I mean, Edlin obviously is kind of the gold standard with it, but there's plenty of company, plenty of guys, and when he is operating well, breaking down defenses and getting open shots, you're on a pick your poison thing. You let him go to the rim and score because he'll do that.
I mean, it's your son. He's got the Golden State jersey on, and that's what Golden State has done to the game of basketball. It's all about threes and layups, and Ballard shoots like that. And again, they're not going to shoot that way every night, but still, I mean, they got guys can shoot. It wasn't a fluke that they were making them.
I will certainly give Eastern some props for hanging in and continuing to scrap. You had a lot of young players who put together a nice moment or two here and got some experience that they can build on. I think at this point there's still, there's an element of we've got to add a little bit more to the stew. But you saw some guys tonight who did some things where you say, maybe you showed some things that we can incorporate in a little more fully and you can be a big part.
Right, and Jeff Morrow is the kind of guy, he's not going to let up. You just said they didn't quit. And Coach Morrow's not going to let his guys quit. That's one thing about him. He's a tough, no-nonsense, hard-nosed coach. They're going to come out. I don't know when they get to practice again with, the upcoming monsoon, snow, whatever you want to call it. But they'll get back, and he'll watch film with them, and he'll practice, and he'll practice them hard, and they're going to keep competing. It's just like you said, and we've talked about it, who's going to be that second and third guy that's going to be a consistent scorer.
Yeah, that'll be the story to watch for the Eagles. Well, we're going to take a quick break. We'll come back with some final numbers and tell you tonight's most outstanding players. And again, give you some ideas, assuming that the snowmageddon is eventually cleared away and we can all return to normal life. We've got some hoops scheduled ahead, and we're going to go ahead and be optimistic and talk about that in, I hope, terms. But stay tuned. We'll be back to crunch some numbers and get you finalized here and ready for future action on Glycod.
For your surprisingly great rates, Contact your local State Farm agent today.
If you want the real deal, call State Farm agent Leslie Gilley in Crestwood today.
Like a good neighbor, State Farm is there.
When you're buying or selling a new home and you want to do it with few hassles, count on Polo Real Estate Group. Founded and owned by 1993 Male High graduate Dion Reese, Polo Real Estate has over 2 decades of experience and offers skillful consultation and representation for your sale or purchase. Polo Real Estate Group, a realtor you can trust.
Red Ball Recycling is Southern Indiana's #1 recycling choice for a reason. We offer top dollar for all scrap metal. We can buy steel, copper, aluminum, brass, junk cars, and more. Call or stop by Red Ball Recycling and turn your scrap metal into scrap money. Located in Jeff and Madison.
1965 male graduate and basketball star George Tensley knows the value of providing quality service, and that's what you get when you dine with Tensley Family Concessions. They provide travelers with many fine choices at Louisville Muhammad Ali International Airport. Whether it's Kentucky Fried Chicken, Chili's, or Starbucks, you know your travel experience will be a more comfortable and convenient one. Learn more about our company by visiting the website tfcfamily.com.
This is the mower that cut the lawn, that became the place their kids grew up. The legendary Exmark Laser Z is the zero-turn mower more landscape pros trust. For cut quality, comfort, and reliability, Exmark, official mowers of the backyard life. Visit your local dealer or explore the Exmark Laser Z online for special finance offers, available now.
Founded in 1910 in the Ohio Valley region, German-American Bank has been raising the standards in banking and wealth management for over a century. Big enough to provide the conveniences of modern banking, yet small enough to care about the people and communities we serve. Because we believe that when a community thrives, its people prosper. We're lending more than money. We're lending a hand. German-American Bank, building our community together.
You're watching Louisville Basketball Game Night on Glycod.
Welcome back. A 90-60 win tonight for Ballard over Eastern. Now a look at tonight's final numbers from German American Bank, strengthening communities since 1910. Again, the biggest number was the one we talked about, 19 threes. That's going to be always a big number. Cole Edelin had 7 of those 19 threes. He had 25 points. I'll just run down the scores. Baron Clay had 15, and my unofficial stat sheet kept by Ryan Cox has also got Clay with 7 assists tonight and 5 rebounds. So a nice game for him, certainly. 13 for Mason Grivna. Played well. 11 for Jaden Culver. 9 for Quentin Woods. 6 for Trent Pleasant, the 8th grader, hit a couple of three-pointers. 4 for Malachi Towns. 3 for Jackson Strite. 3 for Camden Thompson. And 1 for Joseph Jones. For the Eagles, just didn't go quite the same way tonight. Had a nice night at the foul line. That's the number that stands out most for them. Damian Young had 12. Trey Mack with 11. And then Christian Dukes, Bramer Thornsberry, and Josh Brock each with 7. Cohen Todd with 5, 4 for Evan Hillerich, 3 for Caleb Sargent, and then 2 for James Nikolovsky, and 2 for Cameron Gwaltney. And that's the...
I don't know the stats. I'd have to double check, but Ballard had 19 threes.
Yeah.
You know, the state record, I mean, they weren't far off. I want to say it's 22, maybe 23.
I mean, you would think in a 32-minute game, you can't make a lot more than that.
We made 21 one night here, and I thought, I think 22 or 23 might have been the record. It's been a while, but
we will. If Steve Bird's listening in tonight, he is probably the guy who's got that at a fingertip, and hopefully I'll get a cell phone buzz in the next 2 minutes or so from Steve, because that's right up his alley. And if there is a definitive answer out there, he'll probably be on it. But in any case, an impressive performance for the Bruins, and one that they will certainly look to build on. Ballard to 12-5, Eastern to 15-5 with the loss. We're going to take a break one more time. We'll be back with tonight's most outstanding players and some future programming updates here on Glycod.
Founded in 1910 in the Ohio Valley region, German American Bank has been raising the standards in banking and wealth management for over a century. Big enough to provide the conveniences of modern banking, yet small enough to care about the people and communities we serve. Because we believe that when a community thrives, its people prosper. We're lending more than money. We're lending a hand. German American Bank, building our community together.
Go ahead, pour it on, as thick as you want to. Holy Smokes Barbecue and Catering, serving up the tastiest ribs, chicken, brisket, brown sugar sticky wings, mutton and ham, always served to you fresh and so good, it'll make you say,
Holy smokes!
Holy Smokes Barbecue and Catering, 7508 Preston Highway.
Holy smokes!
Hi folks, Mike Kennedy for HKC Roofing. HKC installs the most effective gutter guard on the market at half the cost of the national brands. We guarantee it. Call today for an additional 20% off.
1965 male graduate and basketball star George Tensley knows the value of providing quality service, and that's what you get when you dine with Tensley Family Concessions. They provide travelers with many fine choices at Louisville Muhammad Ali International Airport. Whether it's Kentucky Fried Chicken, Chili's, or Starbucks, you know your travel experience will be a more comfortable and convenient one. Learn more about our company by visiting the website tfcfamily.com.
UA Local 502 is powered by Louisville and Southern Indiana's best trained, most productive plumbers, pipe fitters, and HVAC service technicians. A proud community partner with over a century's worth of service, UA Local 502 members have the knowledge and experience for the project you want done, whether it's large or small. Visit lu502.com for information about the contractors who employ our members. UA Local 502. We do it right the first time.
For your surprisingly great rates, contact your local State Farm agent today.
If you want the real deal, call State Farm agent Leslie Gilly in Crestwood today.
Like a good neighbor, State Farm is there.
You're watching Louisville Basketball Game Night on Glycod.
Welcome back to Eastern, a 90-60 win for Ballard tonight. And it's that time of the evening to tell you tonight's most outstanding players. They're brought to you by State Farm Insurance Agent Leslie Gilly. Like a good neighbor, State Farm is there. And a tough one for Ballard because there's a lot of good play, a lot of deserving candidates, but you got to go with the scorer, the guy who you noted at halftime he had 3 fouls and he finishes the game with 3 fouls. It wasn't going to be an issue there. 25 tonight for Cole Edlin, 7 threes out of the 19. We did check, and you found a game back in the 90s where somebody hit 41 threes.
Yeah, Jackson City.
But other than that.
Yeah, the 19 would be on the front page.
The 19 gets you on the list pretty high. So
but, Edlin scored 25 points, but he controls the game. Yeah. And that's a lot to be said for that when you know your point guard is really going to control the game, especially when you got the ball. He doesn't get in a hurry. A lot of times coaches love to try to speed you up. You can't speed him up. He can speed you up. So he just totally dominated the game.
That's it. He gets the nod for Eastern, a little more of a challenge. It was a balanced effort. Several players contributed, but the guy we ended up giving the nod to in the first half when the Eagles were really hanging around this game, and they kept it for a long time, hanging around 10, 11, I think maybe got it down to 9 at one point, and just never could quite get over that hump. But the guy who got him there was Bramer Thornsberry. He had 7 in the first half. Really, when he was playing well, they were playing well. And, again, for about a quarter and a half, despite all the three-point shooting, Eastern hung around and fought the good fight pretty well, and it fell apart late. But, again, some solid work, and Bramer Thornsberry is one of those guys, when you're watching the tape, okay, those are some of the things you can do, and that's what we want to see a little bit more of.
Yeah, I'm sure, Bramer, he can be aggressive, he can get points, and I'm sure Coach Morrow will show them guys on the tape some of the great things they did, and Bramer will see some of the good things that he did and try to build on it. But just good to see him have a good second quarter when Eastern actually outscored Ballard.
On the quarter.
19-17.
That's it.
That was a big part of it was Bramer.
That was it. The next game for both of these teams is going to be on Glycod on Tuesday. Cross your fingers. Eastern set to host St. X. We'll have that one on Glycod, a 7:30 tip-off scheduled. And on Friday, feeling a little more secure about that, Ballard will host Mail. That one will also be on Glycod. That one will also be a 7:30 tip-off. Those are the games that are coming on Glycod, brought to you by our good friends at Holy Smokes Barbecue. Holy Smokes, tell them the man in the big white hat sent you. We thank them for allowing us to bring you more exciting high school basketball action. Look forward to those. Again, obviously, with the weather situation, encourage you more than ever. Stay tuned. Glycod.com on the website or on Twitter, X, whatever you want to call it, at Glycod, Glicod. You can keep up with the schedules there because I have the slightest of hunches there are going to be some games getting rescheduled in the very near future.
Yeah.
So anyway, from all of my team, the main message tonight, stay warm, stay safe, hopefully stay inside for a while, and if you got to go somewhere, be safe and get back home in a hurry. Thanks to my team, David Henley, my analyst, Ryan Cox is my statistician, Nick Landrum is the producer, Steve Bird on production assistance, and Jace Carton bringing you the visual images from upstairs. Thanks to all of them from all of us here at Glycod. Thanks most of all to you for watching, and we'll see you soon. Everybody stay safe, buckle up, and see you soon on Glycod. Good night.
From Glycod, this has been UA Local 502 Louisville Basketball Game Night. UA Local 502 and the Mechanical Contractors Association of Kentucky. We do it right the first time. Tonight's game was brought to you by Red Ball Recycling, turning your scrap metal into scrap money. HKC Roofing, better than guaranteed. Tinsley Family Concessions, commitment to quality. German American Bank, building our community since 1910. Polo Real Estate Group, a realtor you can trust. Anderson's Sales and Service, a top choice for homeowners and lawn professionals. And by Blinds Direct and State Farm Insurance Agent Leslie Gilley.
Visit Glycod.com and follow us on social media for information about upcoming broadcasts and other high school sports content. Thank you for watching this live sports presentation on Glycod.